Well, good afternoon, hello, good evening, good morning, depending on where in the world you are. Here we are with the launch of our first ever launch party here on Crafters TV. And I am completely thrilled to be here with you to take you through the next lot of fabulous stuff we've got. Now, before we get to that point, let me tell you what launch party is all about, because it's brand new here at Crafters TV and it's going to be a destination for you every Tuesday at 4 p.m. and we're going to have lots of really exciting stuff for you. So you're going to see previews of brand new product that hasn't launched yet. We're going to show you how it works and we're going to tell you when it's launching so that you can get yourself all tuned in, ready to see it. That's really exciting. We're then going to have some I feel like I need one of those voice booms so I sound a bit like out of this world deals for you, which is going to be amazing, and they're going to last for a full week. So from tonight, so out of this world's 24 hours, I beg your pardon, there's another deal that's going to last you for a week. So the out of this world deal will be 24 hours, so you need to take advantage of it because it is, let me tell you, out of this world. Every time we say that, I'm going to have to do that, just so you know. It's not annoying in the slightest. Leave some comments if you really want me to stop. Probably still going to do it because I enjoy it. We've then got some fabulous Explorer deals for you. They're going to last for 48 hours, I believe. Oh, see, Explorer deal is the week-long deal. Shucks, we will get there in the end. Yes, Explorer deal is for a week and I'll tell you all about exactly what they are in a second. Then we've got our Launch and Love. Launch and Love is 48 hours and we've got our Launch and Learn. Launch and Learn is 48 hours. I'm getting there. Brand new every Tuesday. It's really going to be packed with lots of fantastic things for you to see, brand new things that are coming up, to get a really good deal that's out of this world every Tuesday. And then it's also about having a look at products that you might not have been brave enough to try yet and that you want to explore and have a little go with. And we're going to give you a really good deal on that too. And then there's some stuff that you're going to learn about and some stuff that you're going to love as well. It's cram-packed. Now, with our Explorer deal, we're asking you to do a little bit of something extra with us, which is why that deal's lasting for a week. So this is the first Tuesday of our launch party, and our first Explorer deal is going to be with our foam flowers. And what we're going to ask you to do is take advantage of the fantastic deal that we've got for you that's going to let you explore something that you might not have explored before. Have a go with it when you get it home, make some things, and then send in pictures and share it with us to show us what you've been doing with your Explorer kit. And we'll have a look at those next Tuesday on this launch party. So every week you get your fabulous Explorer deal. You're going to tune back the next Tuesday, send us your pictures. We're going to have a look at what everybody's been doing and exploring with new products that they might not have wanted to try before. Okay, so that's what launch party's all about. I hope I've made that really clear. Here's a little look to see what's coming up in the show for you, and then we're going to get straight into our first fabulous new preview. Okay, so we're going to be looking at these fabulous new layerable topper dies, and these are extraordinary. They're extraordinary because they're our double-sided dies, which are painted in technology with Crafters Companion, means you won't be able to see or get these with anybody else but us, and you've got this fabulous technique coming to you on the 31st of January on Create and Craft with our fabulous and gorgeous Fiona Clayton. You will have already seen these with Sarah Davies on HSN if you're in the USA. So if you've got them and you don't know what it is you really want to do with them, I'm going to show you how they work right now. And they are super easy, let me tell you. But if you haven't in the UK or Europe managed to get your hands on these yet, then your opportunity is going to be on the 31st of January with our Fiona on Create and Craft. And that's at 12 noon, I believe. And it's going to be phenomenal because they really are gorgeous. Now, why do I think they're gorgeous? I think they're gorgeous because they are gorgeous, but also because they're very usable. So I want to show you the designs. Now, We've got these fabulous packages here, and I'm going to whiz through these quite quickly because I want to actually show you the boards as well. And I'll whiz these in for you, and I'll show you these on the little up ahead camera too, because it makes it easier. So you see, we've got the lovely butterfly, we've got a cupcake, we've got this fabulous mandala, we've got a little bunch of flowers here. You don't worry about not seeing them, I'm going to show you them. We've got this amazing heart, and we've got this fabulous posy. Now, what do they look like in real life? Well, look here. This is what they look like in real life. This is the fabulous posy collection that we've got. And you can see how lovely that layers up. And here are all of your 4 different layers. Now, you can see there, here we go, just how gorgeous they are. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, here we go. I'm going to show you like that. And then we're going to have a look overhead so you can see them. That's going to be easier, I think, because you can see it when we look at it like this. You can see it really well. This is that beautiful posy collection I was telling you about. And look at all of the different layers. I'm going to show this to you just now, exactly how they work. You've got layer 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's all cut in one pass through your Gemini machine, because you can put all of your different bits of coloured card in there and layer up this beautiful topper. Bear with me. We've then got this fabulous mandala. How gorgeous is that? We've got our heart, which is gorgeous too. And you've got your butterfly, one of my personal favourites, just so everybody knows. This one and this one with our Fiona. I won't sing it, but you know it's going to happen. I predict a riot on these 2 here. Oh, I'm stamping my foot. I predict a riot. And then we've got that fabulous cupcake as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, some finished examples. Look here, we can see. We've got some gorgeous finished examples there, and you can see that's beautiful just with a mandala off the side. Here with the posy, look how amazing that posy looks. It's gorgeous, isn't it? We've got the mandala here. We're going to get you some close-up views of these in a sec so you can see how gorgeous they are. Let me just go, I think, oh, look, we're coming now. Here we are. Look at it. Here's our Matt Cam's in the building. Here he is. Look at that gorgeous heart. And we've made the little shaker inside with the layer bits. Gorgeous. The mandala, beautiful and delicate, repeated inside with a different colour. Your posy, that's probably the one I'm going to use the most, to be fair, because so many different colours you can do and use with that. This fabulous little posy here has just been done as a little accent off the bottom of a card, and you can see here our butterflies, complete with bits of bubble wrap for packing so they don't get squished when they go to our Fiona. How gorgeous are they? So that's what the samples look like when they're done. And you've seen those lovely boards. Now what we're going to do is, how do we cut them? Well, I'm going to show you how you cut them because it's ridiculously easy. So I've taken the butterfly dies out of my packaging for you. You can see that. And we've got 2 dies here, 2 butterfly dies. And they both cut, and you can cut them at the same time. So it's a double-sided die. Now, usually, for those of you who might not have seen a double-sided die before, let me tell you, a regular die is completely flat on the back, and it has one cutting edge on the surface. The difference with Crafter's Companion double-sided dies is that you have a cutting edge on both sides. So you've got a cutting edge here, turn it over, cutting edge there. Same with the second die in the packet, cutting edge here, turn it over, cutting edge there. So you're going to be able to cut 4 layers with 2 dies in one pass through. You see that? Whew, that's going through a pass. That's what it looks like. So you go whew, flying away, going through the machine. You're going to be able to do that, and it's incredibly easy. Now, if you are using your double-sided dies, you do need to get yourself some of these double-sided die plates. And these are specifically for using with your double-sided dies. You'll get the best out of them by using these. You'll get perfect, beautiful cuts, and I'm going to show you using them now. A little bit of a different sandwich combination you need to use with your machine, but incredibly easy. So do get these in your basket alongside your double-sided die when you're with our Fiona, if that's what you're going to want to do. And these plates last a lifetime. They last a long, long time. It's going to be forever before you need to replace them. They're very, very durable with the double-sided die. Okay, so I've got my plates ready. I've got my 2 clear plates here ready. They're the 4 I need. So my 2 clear from my Gemini Junior and my 2 double-sided conversion plates from the packet, and I get 2 in the packet when I buy it. So I've got 2 already. So those are the 4 plates I need. Now we're going to have a look. I'm going to get some scissors. Oh, nearly fell off my stool. This is how tall I really am. I've got a magic stool. I'm giving all the magic of TV away because I'm not very tall. I know. Does everybody feel sorry for me? I'll tell you what I need, magic hands. I need a pokey tool, please. Thank you. Now let's go. What colours would we like, guys? What colour would you like? Do you want to show Matt Cam? What colour would you like? Look at this paper pad here. This gorgeous textured coloured card for using with all of your double-sided dies is going to be amazing. So you've got 36 sheets in there. And there's going to be 20% off. Oh, hello, get that in your basket because that's fabulous. And then we've also got it in these lovely pastel colours here. So do we want a pastel butterfly or do we want a bright butterfly? What does Matt Cam think? Pastel or bright? Bright, we think bright. We're nodding, we think bright. Okay, so let's pick some colours. Let's go with a nice yellow because I do like yellow. Yellow's happy. And in January is such a miserable time of the year. You just need a bit of bright in your life, don't you? And you know, it's my birthday in January. And I feel sorry for myself because it's always cold. Nobody has any money because it's just been Christmas. So everybody's skint. They're on a diet because they've eaten too much at Christmas. And they just can't be bothered. And that's usually when my birthday is. So shouldn't it get me fiddle out, don't I? And feel sorry for myself. Right, so these are the 4 colours I'm going to use for my butterfly. So what I'm going to do is just take my butterfly to loosely cut a piece of paper, cut a piece of card that matches. So I want the first layer to be a nice dark blue. So I'm just using my scissors. You could use a guillotine if you want to. And because you're cutting it out, it doesn't need to be perfect. You'll notice that I'm not being frugal with my card because I'm just in a little bit of a, you know, I'm hurrying along here. You're going to be a lot more frugal with yours. And we're going to cut this out. So we're going to cut this out and have the pieces of card ready to go. So that's for my first 2 layers, that die there. And so I'll pop that to one side. And then here we've got my second 2 colours of card. So we're just going to cut that out again roughly. Doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to use it in your die cutting machine. You can be a little bit more careful and frugal with your cardstock if you want to, but I'm crafting for speed here, so they're 4 pieces out the way. Right, so with my first die, the sandwich we're going to use is clear plate and then one of your double-sided die conversion plates. Then you're going to take your first colour of card and put your die face down. So that's going to cut that blue piece down into the conversion plate. Then I'm going to put my second colour on top of here that I want to cut, and that's my purple. So the top cutting side is now going to cut up into the purple. I'm going to do exactly the same down here. So I want to have pink with that one and yellow with that one. So I've got my 2 double-sided butterfly dies in there with 4 pieces of card. I put my conversion plate on top, my clear plate on top of that, and then I run this through my junior, and I'm going to have cut all 4 layering pieces in one pass through my junior. I'm going to try to. Now let's just see what happened there. I think I had my plates on a skew width. Did you see how the junior stopped and reversed that to me? Brilliant. So if I haven't got my sandwich quite right, it says, hang on, Leanne, hang on, you haven't got it right. It's a brilliant machine. I might have something for you later. Not giving anything away, just saying. Here we go. Oh, doesn't like that. It's coming back again. Right, so I think what's happening there is, let me just explain. I think having both of those dies in at the same time, it doesn't like. So I think I need to do one at a time. So we're going to cut 2 more pieces of card. Give that a little tap. And let's see if that makes a difference. And you know what? Great that we've been able to find this out in this show, because this is what this education show is all about. So you can see when we're having a little go here, what we're going to do. Pokey tool, this means pokey tool. Here it is, I've got it. Pokey tool, I want to get those little pieces out. What you would do if this happens to you at home. So I've got a new purple piece. Let's get a new blue piece here and cut this out. And let's just try putting this one die through rather than both. And see if that makes a difference, because I think it might. So So we're going to do the blue piece there and the purple piece on top. Let's put that plate on top of there and this plate on top of that, and then run it through. Now, if you've got your Gemini at home, see, it likes that. So one die at a time. Oh, well, I never. Let's just see what's happening. It might just be, it nearly got there. Let's try once more. This is exciting, isn't it? Absolutely, and it's great because you're going to be able to have a go at this at home. And this is what happens when you get a new bit of a new product and you're having a go at doing something different that you haven't done before. Sometimes you need to do it a couple of times just to get the perfect combination. So let's get another piece of cardstock out of here. I'm going to pick two different colours. Let's go green this time. Let's pick a nice green one from here and a green one from here. There we go. And let's cut these out. Why not? Cut them both at the same time. It'll make it easier, won't it? Let's do this and this. And then we've got my die. This is the one I want. So we're going to put dark green on the bottom. And we're going to pop that there and get that lined up. Oh, that bit of card's just a little bit big sticking out the side. So you can see I just want to do that, which gets me the perfect position of my cardstock on there. And then I'll do the same here. So I've got that in well. There we go. Get our plates all lined back up again. So I've got my two clear and my two conversion plates and my die on again. And let's pop it through. Oh, there's something it doesn't like about that, guys. Well, we're going to have to do some investigation, but let me show you the samples. Let me show you what it does. Now, have I got more samples or are these all I've got for these ones here? So let's have a little look at these again, and then we're going to have another go with another die. So we can see here, Matt Cam, we've got that fabulous mandala. We've got that amazing heart there. We've got our little posy, which is beautiful, and these are all coming with our Fiona on Create and Craft on the 31st of January. That amazing butterfly, that lovely little posy just cut on the bottom there, and then just so you can see it, the amazing cupcake as well, which is really lovely, isn't it? The cupcake is gorgeous. Okay, now then, I'm just going to try with this other die here because I have a little inkling and I'm determined that you're going to see. Now, I think I could do with, because what I think I've got here, and I know for a fact what I've got here, I have been given a foil press top plate instead of a die conversion plate. And I'm going to show you, just so before we go anywhere, I want Matt Cam to just come and have a look at that on the side, and you will see the difference in the thickness between the two. Can you see that there? Look at the difference in the thickness. So I've got a foil press top plate, I think, rather than die conversion plates. So we're going to take that out there and I'm going to open a new packet because I can. Because let's just have a little go and see if this fixes the issue. And I'm pretty confident, let's just say. Notice I'm using my fabulous Crafter's Companion scissors to cut open my packaging because they're amazing, and why would you not? Very good packaging, guys. We like to do things well here at Crafter's Companion, even down to making it practically impossible for the demonstrator to get the product out of the packet. So, I mean, we could be here for the next 10 minutes, so just tell me all about what you've been doing on Facebook at the weekend. I've been away with my family to London town, and also, I got two here, or one? Got two. There they are. Hey. Oh gosh, yes, loads different. I think I might have two foil press top plates there. Let's just see. Let's try this because it's important. Now, what I would like you to do and share with us on Facebook is to give us some ideas of what you would like in your Explorer kits. I gave you a little sneaky hint earlier of what I think is going to be in this Explorer kit this time, which is our fabulous flower forming, and you have a think about what you would like to see in an Explorer kit, and we'll be able to see if we can bring that to you over the weeks. You know, is this something that you've wanted to have a go with, but you haven't wanted to when we've had it on air, and you think a nice price would give you the opportunity to just have a little go with it and see where you get. Let us know what you think and we'll bring those to you. So what I've got now is my clear plate. I've definitely got my Gemini Junior conversion plate. Another clue for everybody, look. These two don't have any writing on. Can you see? Look, no writing. Foil press top plates. Here, Gemini Junior by Crafter's Companion. So I'm pretty positive. I was determined I wasn't going to let it go because I'm just stubborn like that, guys. That's just the very nature. And this is what I do in product development. You're seeing it right live here and now. They'll come into me and go, that doesn't work, Leann. And I'll go and try harder. I know it'll work. Try again. I know it'll work. Try again. I know it'll work. La da da da. The conversion, I feel I need bells and confetti and whistles and the dancing girls and the can and everybody else, because that's what happens when you've got the right plates. Foil press plates don't work with your double-sided dies, and that's why I did that. So for those of you who've got your foil press at home, now you know it might look the same, but it don't work the same. So you don't want to use your foil press top plates. For your double-sided dies, you want to use your proper double-sided die plates. Get them in your basket. There's always a reason, isn't there? So let's have a look at what happens when it cuts out. How fabulous is this? Well, there's the first one there on my plate. Layer number 1, woohoo! Look what happens when you use the correct plates. And then if we pop this one out, here we go, layer number 2, there it is. There it is, layer number 2. And I know I've labelled this, but I really wanted you to see this at home. There's layer number 2. Now what we're going to do is layer number 3 and 4. 3 and 4? What's 3 and 4? 3 and 4 with our pink and our yellow. Here it goes. Oh, get it the right way up. With my conversion plate. And my conversion plate again. You can rotate and flip with these, as I usually advise with all your plates. So you see I've rotated and flipped this one and this one too. Important to do that because it's how you get the best longevity out of your plates. But as I explained earlier, and I'm just going to move this because I could see the die wasn't quite cutting in the right place. As I explained earlier, these conversion plates for your double-sided dies, you get really good value for money out of these. They'll last you a good long time. So let's pop that through again. I'm going to put all of these horrible pieces that we tried 50 million times with on the floor for later. When we were demonstrating how the foil press top plates cannot be exchanged for your double-sided die conversion plates, even though they look the same. There we go. Right, so there's the second layer there. Look how easy, that's just fallen off the die. When I picked that off, it was on top of the plate. Look how quick and easy those pieces come out and how filigree that is and how effortless it's been. You can see that there, completely effortless and looks gorgeous. Going to layer that up in a sec. Now if I pick this one up, I'll have the same here with the pink die. And then all of the pieces have just fallen out of that. I don't even need to pop them out. Just pop it on your hand or use the little pokey holes at the back. We've put little holes in to help you clean those dies out so you can get all of the pieces out if you want to. Do that later, it's boring, you don't need to watch that now. And then let's look at how we would layer this up. And every one of these designs will work in the same way. So I'm going to pop that there and pop that there. And I'm going to hand that out so it's out of my way for now. Thank you very much. And then here we go. This is how you're going to layer up. So this was your first layer. First layer of the first die, and then that was the second layer with the same die. So one die cut both of those together at the same time, in the dark green and the bright green. And then the second die we had cut both the pink and the yellow layer at the same time. The pink layer is going to go on top of here on the green, and you're just going to glue that in the middle as you go. And then your yellow layer is the last layer, and you can lift up all of the wings if you want to. So you've got a beautiful flying butterfly. As you can see there, I'm going to pick this up for Matt Cam to see. Here we go. So you can see here We've got that beautiful filigree butterfly. If you glue that in the middle, how gorgeous is that going to look? But if you want to, and you just want to make a topper, you can glue all of them down flat and you get that beautiful 3D look. And remember, that was 2 dies, 4 pieces of card. And because I've got my correct plates now, what you could have done, think back to feels like 47 hours ago when I put both dies on one plate. Please put both of them on because it would work with the correct plates. It was because I had the foil press plates in there to show you how the foil press plates don't work. Put them both in and you would get all 4 layers in one pass through your junior, layer it up, which is really good value for money. Now, we've having lots of comments as well from people saying that they have got a foil press and got the foil press plates. That was a brilliant faux pas on our happy accident on our behalf to show you that if you have got them, make sure that you don't try and put your foil press plates through with your double-sided dies. That ain't going to work. Get the right plates and then let's have a quick look. Let me just show you the samples again because I think we got a little bit caught up in the fact that it wasn't going through the machine and you might not have seen these beautiful samples very well. So I'd like to show you them now. Am I going to show you them on matte cam? Marvellous. Here we go. So you can see that that's the lovely posy design, just using as a little accent on the bottom of a card there. And actually this is an easel card. So you can see there, when you fold that back, look, oh no, it's like that. How does that go? How does this go? There, that's how it goes. Oh, dear me. I promise you I'm a professional crafter. There you go. You can see that beautiful posy on the top and then the 2 little halves there, which are creating the easel little stopper on it. Looks gorgeous. Then we've got our little butterflies. You've just seen me cut that. How easy was that? You've got your amazing posy. You've got to cut all of those pieces for the posy with 2 dies, all on the same junior plate in one pass, just using your little bits of coloured cardstock. Make sure you get your coloured cardstock in your basket. That's on a good deal. We've got that fantastic heart. We've got this amazing mandala design in there. And then don't forget, last but not least, you've got your gorgeous cupcake. And they're all going to be launching with our Fiona on the 31st of January. On Create and Craft at 12 o'clock. And my massive piece of advice to you would be get the double-sided die plates at the same time and do not be tempted to use your foil press plates because they won't work. So I'm now going to get myself over and show you our out of this world deal. I do have to say it like that. I'm sorry guys, I'm going to annoy the life out of everybody because I just like saying it every week. I think we need to record it and you can just keep playing it. Out of this world. Oh my word. And it is out of this world, this next deal. Don't forget to tune in with our Fiona on those beautiful double-sided dies now that you've seen how easy they are to use. Fabulous value for money, patented technology from Crafters Companion, not available with any other die company in the world, ever and ever, amen. That's the kind of innovation Crafters Companion like to bring to you. So they're going to be great. Get them in your basket when our Fiona comes for you. Now, here we are. Out, I'm going to do it again. Can I do it again once more? And I won't do it anymore. Out of this world deal. Oh my word, it's so fabulous. The Gemini Junior is on a fantastic deal for you today. You're going to be able to get your Gemini Junior for £111.50 or $159.50. That is a saving of 20%. That is fabulous value for money. That's never heard of, to be able to get a saving like that on the Gemini or the Junior. Very, very rare that that happens, which is why it is a out of this world deal. Oh no, I'm sorry, I will stop doing it. I can't help it. Right, for those of you who have never seen a Gemini Junior before, let me tell you what a Gemini Junior is. So a Gemini Junior is an electronic die cutting and embossing machine. So that means everything you've had to do manually in the past, if you've had a die cutting machine, when you get die cutter's elbow and whatever, then you don't have to do that anymore because it does the whole thing for you. You see me using it with the double-sided dies just earlier there. I want to show you some of the different things that you're going to be able to cut in this machine and how fabulous it is. Now, just before I do that, you can see here with our lovely matte cam some of the freebies that you get in with this box. So you get every plate that you need, and I'll explain those plates to you. You also get this fabulous 3D embossing folder. We're going to emboss that so you can see what it looks like. And then you can see down there all of those dies, they all come in the box. You've got regular paper crafting dies, and then you've got our fabulous multimedia dies there as well, which are going to cut all sorts of different materials. They're going to cut leather, they're going to cut cork, they're going to cut multiple layers of fabric, they're going to cut denim, they're going to cut chipboard. It's just phenomenal. So the plates you get in the box are the plates that I have here. And because it's Crafters Companion, and it is, as you know, crafters designing for crafters, we include every single plate that you need to have this machine working with your paper craft and multimedia dies. So you get your 2 clear cutting plates, you get your thin metal die conversion plate, you get your printed magnetic positioning plate, and that's double-sided, so you've got 2 fantastic grids on there to help you position all of your concept dies. You get a metal adapter plate should you need it to give you a little bit more oomph when you're cutting, if you're cutting a difficult material. You also get your rubber embossing mat to emboss your decorative die cuts, and there's your extra clear plate. That all comes in with your 3D embossing folder and all of those fabulous dies. Okay, so you get all of that in the box. How does it work? Well, it is tres simple. Let's have a look at some embossing first. I think I might be about, I think you need to see this one. Do you know what I mean? I can do what I like. I'm here, who's going to stop me? And then you're not going to rush in and say, stop that woman from opening the packaging, because do you know what I can? I would like a pair of scissors. Now, this is a 24-hour deal, guys, don't forget. So this £111 or $159 deal is only available for the next 24 hours, and you're saving 20%. That very, very rarely happens when it comes to Gemini Junior and Gemini, because we don't need to, because they're just amazing machines and people just buy them. They want them in their stash. It is the coveted and wanted machine in the whole of the paper craft industry, because it is so reliable and can do so much more than manual machines can. So I've got my 3D embossing folder here. I've got a little bit of card inside. I've got my clear plate. I've got my adapter plate here. And I think I need my magnetic too. We're just going to try that. If it doesn't need the magnetic, you can take it out. And don't forget, you've seen before, if we ask the Junior to do something that it's not comfortable with, it will stop and spit the plates back out at us. It'll say, no, can't do it. Sorry, too much. But that went through, no problem. So that went through, and then look at the quality of that 3D embossing that you get. And this is the folder that I've just taken off that pack shot. This is the folder you're getting in the box with the Junior. Look at the quality of that deep 3D emboss. It is out of the world. That is the fabulous 3D folder and the pressure in our Gemini Junior machine that allows you to create something as exquisite as that. Okay, so that's a piece of fabulous 3D embossing. I'm going to have a look and see what else I've got in this little bag of tricks. It doesn't look like I've got a regular 2D embossing folder, so I'm going to ask my magic hands to go and scoot along and see if they can find me a regular 2D embossing folder. And I'm going to stand up. Look, I'm standing up because I just want to show you some more stuff, and I'm having a little rummage here. And also, we've discussed I'm a bit short. Right, I'm going to pinch these dies. I'm so naughty. And the reason I'm pinching these dies is these are our multimedia dies, and I want to get a few pieces of the material here and just show you what a punch it packs. So how many different things you can put with this. It really is fabulous. So for a multimedia die, you're going to need your clear cutting plate, to need your thin adapter plate, and then you're going to need your other clear plate, and that is it. And your materials. Now for the materials, let's have a look here. I'm going to do some denim. So I'm going to do, should we do 4 layers of denim? Should we say, let's just, why not? Oh, is that adhesive denim as well? I think it might be. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, wow. Let's try. Let's try 4 and see how many it manages to cut, because it might not cut all 4, but that's okay, because we know it cuts 3. So we're putting that on there, and then I've got a tag here. And for my tag, I think I want to cut a piece of balsa wood. Why not? I'll have a nice balsa wood tag. I think I might have a nice glitter tag as well. Why not? Let's get all these pieces similar sizes. So actually these are different materials that I'm going to cut with the same tag. Should we have a mirror board tag as well while we're on? Let's have a little mirror board tag as well. Do you know, now if this was a manual machine that you're using at home, I'd be saying, don't do it, you're mad. But because it's the Gemini, that's my posh voice, did you like it? Because this is the Gemini Junior, I'm fine with it because I just know that we can push it to its limits and have a little go and see exactly what it can do. So I've got 4 pieces of denim there. There we go, 4 pieces of denim, and I've got 3 very different thicknesses of material. I've got a piece of balsa wood, piece of mirror card, piece of glitter card, and we're going to pop that through and see what the machine manages to do for us. Now, it might not cut through every level of that denim there. It might just cut 3, but we'll have tried and we'll know. And I think that's the really great thing to be able to do. So it's gone through the machine, no problem at all. You heard a bit of cracking and crunching. Perfectly normal. That's the die cutting through the materials into the cutting plate below. You need to hear cracking and crunching. That is the efficient thing you need to hear. And then we're going to see what's it managed. Hello, all 4 layers. 1, 2, going to do 2, 3, 4 layers of denim with an adhesive backing on there, and that's good quality denim. Fabulous little toppers, 4 layers. I think I could have done 6. I think I could have. Has it done this? Have we managed to get what's happened here? Let's have a look. Let's see. Oh, stop it. Look at that. Oh, I'm excited. We've got a balsa wood tag. We've got a mirror board tag. Oh, there it is there on the plate still. And a glitter tag in one pass with our multimedia die. And I actually think I could have gotten another 2 or 3 with that, to be fair. That's the quality you have with our Gemini Junior. You're going to be able to cut multiple materials and multiple layers at a time. Now, not only that, I wanted to show you that because that's where all of the workhorse stuff comes into and where you can really appreciate the power that we've got in there. I also want to show you how it deals with something very detailed and lacy because you know, we like detailed and lacy in our lives, do we not? This is a nice detailed lacy die. What's this? Oh, I like that. Hello. Right, so let's cut this in the front of this mirror card here. So I'm going to cut, I'm going to cut it in half first. So let's cut this in half there. So I've got that to cut there, and I've got my die. Now, there's 2 different ways. I'm just going to show you. Oh, you can't see my head. I'll sit down. There's 2 different ways you can build your sandwich up. If you follow the manual, what it would say is clear plate, thin adapter, magnetic, die, card, clear, cut, which you can do, of course. However, what I like to do is flip that around because I can see where I'm positioning it. As long as you've got all the plates in and your die cuts into a clear plate, it doesn't really matter. So I like to do clear, card face down, card that I'm cutting, die positioned. Now, if I was taking more time because this was going to be on a finished project, I would use some repositionable tape at this point just to keep this nice and still. And then I put on my thin metal die, my magnetic sheet, and my clear plate, and as long as all of those are in the sandwich, it's going to work. Pick it up and then offer it through your Gemini Junior. And you see, I just offer it forward. I don't ram it in, just popped it. It says, hello, thank you plates. Let me take them from you, Leanne, and I will move them through the Gemini Junior machine. And there it has, and out they've come the other side in a mere 10 seconds. I mean, really, can you imagine what that's like, not having to do this for the rest of your life? Here we go. So we've run it through. Now what I want to do is I want to take out my magnetic because I think I've got some embossed detail in here as well. And so when I take off my magnetic, I then put the rest of those plates on, flip the sandwich over because I know the die would just fall out as it has. That's how well it cuts. Look at that. It's just come out. I haven't even been able to emboss it. And look, we don't need to because the pressure is such in the Gemini Junior machine that you get exquisite, detailed, filigree cuts. Look at this. I need my little pokey tool again. Little filigree cuts. We're just getting a pokey tool. So you can see this here. I'm able to pop all of these pieces out, and it happens really easily for you. So you can see they're just falling out of there. There's no effort at all. It's just where they're held into either side where you need to weed out of your dye there. Look how easy it is. So just touch it. I'm not actually poking it at all. I'm just giving it a little touch and it comes out, and you're able to move your dye up. But look at the filigree detail on there. Let's put something dark behind so you can see it. I've got a piece of black here. I'm going to grab that and show you. There we are. Look how amazing that detail is. And that was one pass through your Gemini Junior on a piece of 300 GSM mirror card, which is the mirror card, the adhesive, and the card base, the adhesive, and the mirror on top. This 0.8mm thin metal die went through that like a warm knife through butter. I was going to say a knife through warm butter. Any knife would go through warm butter. That wouldn't be a good thing to tell you. But a warm knife through butter, and how gorgeous and easy that is. So you're going to be able to do your very detailed work, and you're going to be able to do your immense 3D embossing. And don't forget all of these fabulous little bits I've done. Balsa wood, mirror card, 4 layers of denim, all in one go. The possibilities are absolutely endless with your Gemini Junior machine. Now, this is a ridiculous good value for money. It is £111 or 150 pence. Who cares about 50 pence? And $159, which is saving 20%. This is are you ready for it? An out of this world deal. And it really is. What does that mean? It means that it is for a limited 24 hours that you're going to be able to get this out of the world deal on a tool or a product that we love here at Crafters Companion, and we want to give you a phenomenal saving on. But it's always going to be something which is of quality and which you need in your stash at home. If you are a die cutter, if you are a crafter, as a professional crafter for a small cottage industry, or just as a hobbyist, if you're a dabbler, if you're just someone who likes to do projects for the kids at home, then this machine is for you, because you can push it to its limits and you can cut so many different things. This isn't just cutting a pretty topper for a card. This is about cutting denim patches in a shape for the kids' jeans if they put a hole in. You've just seen me do that. This is about cutting your card detailed panels. This is about cutting your MDF for your mixed media projects, for cutting your chipboard, for cutting your balsa wood, for cutting several pieces together. It's phenomenal, and you don't have to wind. It's all automated and it's got all of the technology built in the top for you. It's truly fabulous, and you need this at this ridiculous deal. And don't forget, I raided our little stash here. You get all of the plates that you need in the box. You get that fabulous 3D embossing folder, which I pinched from the packet. There it is there. There it is back. You can have it there. 3D embossing folder, which does that. Hello. And you get those fabulous dies, but I pinched the dies and I don't know where I've put them, sorry. However, so £111.50 or $159, out of this world, this deal, there it is. And you definitely need that in your stash. Right, so now we have got an Explorer kit coming up for you later, which is, let me just warn you, ridiculously busy. There it is, you can see it there. It is going to be phenomenal, because this is a fabulous deal, making amazing product. And this lasts for a whole week, and that's so you can get it home, try it, make some stuff, have a little play, push your boundaries, have a try at a phenomenal price. Maybe you wouldn't have wanted to do it before. Gives you a little soupçon of everything you need to have a go at a new skill or technique. And then we ask you to make some stuff and share that with us, so that we can share that on this show next week with all of the fabulous viewers. And we're going to do that every week. So whenever you get the Explorer kit from us here at Launch Party, make your stuff, send it in for the following week. And that's why we're leaving this deal valid for a week for you, so that you can dip in and out and you can get your Explorer deal and have a little go at home, which is going to be fantastic. So we'll have a look at that later. But what have I got for you now? Oh, we've got some Launch Party love going on right here. We've got some love in the house for our shaped card dies. Now, What is a shaped card die? Launch and love on the launch party here. Oh my word, I love these. These are phenomenal dies which make brilliant shaped cards. Now, when I first started to paper craft many years ago, I loved to make shaped cards, and I would sit with a template and draw around with a pencil painstakingly and get my scissors and try to cut it out, and it would take me 2 hours and it would look like a donkey's back leg because, as we all know, I'm no good with a pair of scissors. And so the beautiful card that I wanted to make didn't look quite so beautiful in the making. These dies are going to resolve that issue for you completely. Now, just before I get on to showing you how they work, I want to show you the dies that we've got. And we've got a phenomenal bundle for you. So the first one, I'm just going to reach over here and then I can show you them all. The first one we've got is this fabulous teapot. Now, this is a die. I just have to show you here, time for tea. This is a set of dies which are going to allow you to make full shaped, self-supporting cards in the shape of the thing that we're showing you. And you've got a set of stamps which allow you to do all of the accents, and then you've got all of the different bits of layerable dies that you need as well. Example here, look, little teaspoon, little teacup, little tea bag topper, little matching nesting dies, not matching nesting dies. That's a totally different product. And you can do it in lots of different styles, which you'll see me showing you here. I mean, gorgeous. You can just use all of your beautiful papers that you've got at home, use your glitter cards, use your pearls, use your foam flowers from your Explorer kit when you get them, decorate it up with that. Gorgeous. So that's the teapot. That's the first one in the bundle that we've got for you. Second one that we've got in the bundle for you is this glorious cupcake. And again, this is just a set of dies, and I'm going to show you that quickly. Set of dies in here. Let's get them out of the packet because I want you to see. Pop that in there. So one set of dies, there you go. And then you can see all of these fabulous cards that you've got here. Using again just all of your beautiful papers, all of your little gems, simple, just with your glitter cards and a little cherry, looks gorgeous. Use all of your different colours, use your ink pads if that's what you want to do and ink them up, use the sentiments that we've given you, use your vellums if that's what you want to do. Just ridiculous amount of versatility, and every single one of these guys is just have to show you, self-supporting little card which will stand up of its own accord. You can see there. Isn't that fantastic? And that was the same with the teapot. So that's the second shaped card for you that we've got in that bundle. Then we've also got this one here, which is fantastic. And the reason it's fantastic is this is our Bottles Up collection. Now, why do I think it's fantastic? Because you can make, because of the different tops we've done, universal bottle with different tops. So you can do a beer bottle, a wine bottle, and a champagne bottle. All three. Oh, that's what happens when you have too much champagne. You fall down. Look, see, that's falling down juice. That's what that is. There we go. And you've got the champagne as well. So you've got beer bottle, wine bottle, champagne bottle, fully self-supporting, standing up little cards that you can use. I'm just going to open that up and show you. There we go. Birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations, graduation, new baby, wedding, whatever it is. Give this to the mother-to-be because she can't have the real stuff for another 9 months, and she can keep that on the mantelpiece and wish and celebrate anyway, bless her. So, you know, brilliant for that as well. And also just doing a whole 6-pack of the beer ones would be brilliant for Father's Day, because what you could write inside is, we'll bring you Sunday papers, Dad. Make you a cup of tea, Dad. We'll cut the grass for you, Dad. We'll bring the slippers for you, Dad. I'll do your washing up duty, Dad. You can put all the little gifts inside into a little 6-pack of beers and give that as a lovely little gift from the kids to Dad. Wouldn't that be amazing on Father's Day? So lots you can do with those fabulous little bottle cards. That's in the bundle too. We've also got, now we can't have something for Dad if we haven't got something for Mum. We haven't got to forget the mums. So for the mums, or the mums, or the mums, depending where you are. Mum is a very northeastern thing. Mum over in the USA and mum in the rest of the UK. All of the moms and mums are going to love this dress. And again, self-supporting. You can do it classy for a black tie-do. You can do it pretty for a summer fair. You can decorate it up with your embossing if you want to. You can do your embossing with your folders if you want to. Use all of your pretty papers. Use your glitters. Use your inks and stamps. Do a little bit of paper folding if you want to get all of the little ruffles in the dress there. Possibilities are absolutely endless and gorgeous for Mother's Day, for Sweet 16, for prom, for whatever the occasion is. Just a gorgeous feminine card that can be very, very usable. And that one can be a wedding dress. Hello, because guess what we've got here? The tuxedo. Oh, so as a partner in that set, for a bride and groom set, wedding invitations, thank yous, congratulations, whatever it is, you've got the ability with this set to make amazing little shirt and tie combinations, which would work brilliantly, would it not, with that little dress done as a wedding dress. However, we've got a laid back cash dad here, happy Father's Day. Here we've got a little bit of a mod squad dad. Do we know what a mod squad is in the house? Here we've got a really cool and fashionable Michael Palin dad. If you don't know who Michael Palin is, get yourself onto Google. And here we've got a Hawaii dad, which is fantastic with the lovely Hawaiian shirts. Look how amazing this is. Use your embossing. Look at all of these different bits of inspiration. Look at this wedding one here. Hello. Now, this is in homage to my husband because my husband actually did have a black jacket, a red rose, a red dicky bow tie, pocket watch and cummerbund when we got married on my wedding day, which was, what's the year? 28 years ago. I would have been out now, that's all I'm saying. 28 years ago. Wow. We can even have medallion dad. Here we go, and look at this. We've got boating dapper dad there, or whoever it's for. We've got glitzy glitter, whoever it is in your life. Just absolutely amazing, these, and really different and really very usable. I adore them. Now, all of these are extremely simple to use, but I want to show you just how easy they are. I'm not going to make a full card because we've got so many other things to show you in this launch party. Let's move some of these so you can see what I'm doing. Let's get tidied up. And then do ask me some questions on Facebook, because when I've done this little how-to, we're going to have a look on there and see what you've been saying to me. Oh my word. I got all excited. I forgot it was National Hug Day today. So I've got something to give away as a hug to you. Do you know, it's around here somewhere. Do we know where it's gone? Hey, hang on. I'm getting off my step. Real height, Leanne. Getting up on a stool height, Leanne. Foil press. I'm going to give this away. So let your friends know. Well, we don't need to check. They're all having a panic. Am I? They're going, have we checked? Or do they know that she's giving it away? She's like a rogue trader. She just goes off and gives stuff away when she... Of course I can. I've hidden product development. If I can't give something away every now and again, who can? So lock the door. They're not getting in. I'm giving it away. If they don't like it, too late, because I've said I'm doing it. So get your comments in. Put the comments in here on Facebook. At the very end, we're going to pick a lucky winner and see who has won a foil press machine, which is a big fat hug from me to you because it's National Hug Day today. So there we go. We're going to pop that down there. Right. So first things first, we're going to have a look at how to make the shirt, because out of all of these fabulous shaped card dies, only the shirt needs a little bit of explaining. So I want to take my time and show you this one because that's the most important thing. So what you're going to start with is a piece of card which is 7.5 by 5 inches. So you've got 7.5 inches long, 5 inches high. And then one of the dies which come in the collection is this little shape of die here, which you can see is a shirt sleeve. So this is going to give you the shirt sleeve half of your card. And that's to give you the background layer. I'm coming to the rest in a second, bear with. So we're going to cut this out. So I've got it ready for you. We're going to layer it up on my Gemini here. You can use your Junior as well if you want to, but I've just got my Gemini machine. Don't forget we've got that Junior on that amazing out of this world deal. I'm sorry, I just have to keep getting it in because I love doing it. I'm just going to go around tonight when I go home. And when I get home tonight, I'm going to be saying to my husband, is my dinner out of this world? He's going to be like, what are you on, woman? I'm like, it's been so much fun on the launch party tonight. What were you doing cooking spaghetti bolognese when you should have been watching your wife? Right, so we've cut that, and now we're going to just remove my repositionable tape here gently. This side doesn't matter if it tears a little bit because that's not my card. This side needs to come off gently. So you see, I'm just being very careful. And a little tip for you, keep your double-sided tape flat and parallel to the base of the card when you peel it away, and then you don't tear the top layer of card. If you pull your tape up when you're tearing it away, that's when you take the top layer off your card. So you see there, and I'll just snip that little bit off, I've got my first little piece of my sleeve, and then what that die has done is cut the outside and put the score line in for me, which is good for when we come to need it to fold in a second. So it's done the cutting and the score line. Now what I'm going to do is flip this over, and I'm going to put this die in exactly the same place it was before. So you see, I match it to the top and the bottom, and I make sure my little sleeve just touches the side there, and I've got it nice and straight. And that's when I need my repositionable tape, and I'm just going to keep that still so that it doesn't move when I put it through my Gemini. Okay, so keep that still, and then we'll whiz it through once more. There we are. So you see, I can do it widthways on the Gemini plates. You would do it long ways on your junior plates, and they will work in the junior as well. You don't have to just use them on the Gemini. So if you're taking advantage of our out of this world deal, am I getting on your nerves yet? Then you're going to be able to use these fabulous shaped dies with our Gemini Junior. £111.50, $159, valid for 24 hours only, and you've got to, don't think about it, just get it, because you know there are so many people who just cannot live without their Gemini and their Junior, because everything that they've struggled to do in the past, they don't struggle to do anymore. It just makes life very easy. And you know, if you're somebody who has dexterity issues, etc. And of course I can't and would never make any medical claims, but it means that you don't have to be lifting heavy plates and cranking heavy things through all the time when you've got your Gemini Junior, because it's electronic and it does that work for you. So there we go, and I've got that one lined up there. So now I've got my two little shirt sleeves on either side. So that's my base already done. And I've got my two score lines in place as well. And what I like to do with these is fold them both ways. So I like to do it like that and then bring it back on itself and fold it in. And the same here. So now my shirt sleeves are ready to receive the jacket top. Okay, so how do you do the jacket top? You take another piece of card, which is 3.75 by 5 inches, and you need two pieces of those. So you've got a 5 inches from top to bottom, there, 5 inches, 3.75 inches. And then you're going to take your shirt sleeve die. So you're taking your other die, and your same one, because you've got two of them, so you could do it in one pass if you wanted, but this one for here, you're lining that up on the side again with your shirt here, and then you can see this long end on the lapel. That goes parallel with the end of the card, which puts it in the perfect position, and then just hold it down with double-sided tape. So that's all you need to do. Cut your piece of rectangle card, line your sleeve up at the edge, your top and bottom's in the right place, and then this long edge on the lapel, put that parallel with the edge of the card, and it's going to do it for you. So then what we would do is cut that. So I'm popping that onto my plates, and then I'm popping this through here. Now, for those of you, while we're talking about cutting, Guillotine has got 20% off. Now, if you haven't got my Guillotine, why? Where have you been? What have you been doing? And why haven't you got it? Because it's truly fantastic. It is amazing, because it's not just a guillotine, folks, it's a scoring board as well. Hello. So you've got a scoring board and an amazing cutting machine all in once, and that's got 20% off. So definitely get yourself along to the website and have a look at that. Okay, so when you have run this through, you're going to remove the waste and then carefully peel away your double-sided tape. So notice you keep it parallel. And so I've got one sleeve there, and then I do the same with my little lapel up here. So I pick that up get my double-sided tape and carefully remove it. There we are, that's that there. Now I can get a hold of that. Remember what I said, keep it parallel to your piece of card when you're peeling it away and you won't ruin the surface of your card. So that's cut the perfect piece to line up on top of my jacket, and it's put all of my fold lines in place for me as well. So now I would just fold that back, and that makes my jacket lapel. And then I'm going to fold my sleeve in the same direction as I did earlier. And then all I would do is put that towards the base, glue that flat there with a tape pen. I've got a tape pen, let's do it. I'm just going to move those dies out the way there a second. Keep my tape pen because I want you to see how that's working. Here we are, tape pen down the side here. Run it down, and then with this little piece that I've just cut out, you can see that that's just getting matched up and glued in place there. Give it a little rub, and now I've got the perfect, let's just snip that bit off there. If you don't quite get it in the right place, just go up there with your scissors, there you are, and you can snip that off. Look how fabulous that is. So that's how your jacket opens. Do exactly the same on a piece of card on the reverse, and see, I've got to do the same, so I've stuck the wrong one in the wrong place. Here, look, I'm going to show you what I've done wrong. That should have folded this way. So you need the opposite, you need the mirror image. Do you see what I mean, guys? So there, it's just like doing your ironing. It's all about, that's why I'm not allowed to do the ironing at home. Actually, my son does the ironing because he's army trained. Yeah, he's like, Mum, get off me jeans. You don't put a crease up the middle of jeans anymore. And I'm like, I think they look smart, son. He's like, no, get off them. I'll do my own jeans. Thank you very much. There you go. So you just need to do the opposite. So basically you cut the same, but you fold it in the opposite direction and then glue them down and your jacket will open. So that's the only tricky bit about these dies, the shirt. That's what I wanted to show you. The rest of them, if I just show you very quickly, and let's show you with a teapot. Grabbing the teapot die. Is it there? There it is. Grabbing the teapot. I want to show you how easy it is, because I've got the big teapot die here, and I've got a half fold card, and then I've got another piece of card down here, and I'm going to show you how to make a teapot base. And the teapot, the cupcake, the dress and the bottles all work in this same way. The only one that was a little bit different was the shirt, which is why I wanted to show you it. And they're on a really good deal today, guys. So to get them for £95 or $140, saving over 30%, actually it's nearly 40%. So it's nearly 40% saving rather than 30, because that doesn't make it sound as good as it is. It's actually 37%. And so it should be £149 to get all of them, or $199. Wow, £95 or $140 to get all of these. So you're going to be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 7 different card shapes? So we've got 3 bottles, 4, 5, 6, 7 different card shapes and all of the stamps, and probably 3 or 4 different types of shirts. So maybe 10 different varieties for £95 or $140. Fantastic value for money, and you're getting all of the stamps as well. Right, let me just show you very quickly how this teapot will work. So what I've got is a 5x7 half fold card, half folded. I've got my teapot, and then I'm putting my teapot off the top of the card there, and I'm going to use my repositionable tape just to keep this still. So I've got it off the top of the card, keeping it still, putting the plates on, and then getting that ready. And then we're going to, here we go, pop this through. So this is how you create the card base. Just checking my little iPad. We're going to have a chat in a minute. Have a see what you've been saying to me. Have a couple of minutes. We'll have a little soups on of chat. And let us know, are you enjoying the launch party? Do you think it's going to be a good news show to have here on a Tuesday with all of these fabulous things to have a look at? And then let us know, what would you like to see on our launch party every Tuesday at 4 p.m? Because it's when we're going to be showing you previews of brand new product. It's when we're going to be showing you our launch and love, our launch and learn, when we're going to have our, are you ready? Out of this world deal every week. and the Explorer kit as well, which you're going to be saving up and making and sending us pictures to show what you've done with that fabulous collection. Okay, so what I did was cut that die off the top of a half-fold card. Now that looks a little bit like a teapot, but not exactly like a teapot at the minute. And it's gone through, that thin metal die has gone through both layers of that card perfectly to create that foldy base. So you've got a nice crease, a fold on the top. That's the first thing you would do. Then the second thing you do is take another piece of cardstock with the full die this time. And I think my piece isn't quite big enough. Let's do it on a folded piece. Oh, I can see a piece down here. That might be. Hang on. 6 by 6. Is that big enough? No. I'm going to unfold a piece. Fine. I'm going to do it like this. It'll have a fold in the middle, but you'll forgive me because you know it won't be neat. Oh, nope. There we go. Look at Magic Hands. Found a piece on the... She's amazing. She's so special and we love her because she always has what I need. Really. Wasn't that a fabulous little song? I'll make more songs like that up during the course of the launch party because that's what it's like to live in my head. So we're going to cut that on a big piece of card now and pop that through the Gemini machine. Here we go. Oh, we're saying Matt Cam's hand there. It's a gorgeous hand. Everybody wants to see Matt Cam's hand. Here we are. So we're rushing it through the Gemini machine. And here we go. And then we've got a full piece now, a full teapot, which is where we're going to take the little piece that we cut earlier off the top with the fold. And now we take our tape pen and we just, now I would use a wet glue. Oh, that's an empty tape pen. I would use a wet glue for this at home because I want it to be really robust and not come to part, because when people get these shaped cards, they open and close them all the time. But for speed, for us today, I'm just using tape pen for quickness. Then you're going to line up exactly the second piece you've cut over the top of that half fold, glue that down, and now you've got a self-standing, self-supporting, fully shaped card. And that's how you're going to, so you see you've got your little fold on the back, still looks fine because it's in the same colour, looks gorgeous, but at the front it's a nice flat piece. And now you can do all of your layering and decorating with all of those other little dies that come in the packet to be able to make your full card. So the bottle, the teapot, the dress and the cupcake all work like this as the teapot, and the shirt I showed you because that was a little bit different and I wanted you to see how to do that. For this amount of money, that is fantastic value to get all of those dies. Now if you're sat thinking, do you know what, Leanne, I wouldn't use all of those dies. I don't really want to spend £95 or $140 on that. We have got another deal on the website for you, which is get any two, I believe, for £40 or $50. You want to choose two of your favourites there, any of your favourite dies. So let's say you want the dress and the shirt because you're all about the weddings. Choose the dress and the shirt. You can get them for £40 or $50. You don't have to buy into the big bundle if you don't want to. Go and check that out on the website. That deal is there for you too. Right, let's have a look at our little iPad and see what kind of comments we've got now. I think I need to, that's it. Oh, I'll find you again. You've got to turn the iPad a funny way now since the update to be able to see the comments. And Wi-Fi is on a little bit of a go slow as well. I will get there. Where am I? Here I am. Here I am. I'm like that nursery rhyme. Where are you? Was that nursery rhyme years ago? Somebody. Who? Oh, so they're singing to us. So who is it? Sing it. Here I am, how do you? But who is it? Peter Pointer, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Yeah, there's another song for you. I'll sing Peter Rabbit Has a Fly Upon His Nose as well before the end of the launch party. And possibly On Top of Spaghetti, the meatball song. That's also a good one, as is Nobody Likes Me, Everybody Hates Me, I'm Going Down the Garden to Eat Worms. We all know that popular nursery rhyme, don't we? Everybody's shaking their head. They want me to sing it. It's not going to happen. Right, let's see what everybody's saying here about this fantastic launch party we've got here. Love the teapot. Irene says, I always sing too. Thank you, Irene. It's nice to know that I'm not alone. I sing everything. The story of my life is a song. Marg says that she thinks they're awesome. Thank you so much, Marge. So Kirsten says, who is cleaning after you, Leanne? I would do it. Well, Kirsten, thank you for the offer, but I've got my fabulous magic hands Hilary here, who is helping me get cleaned up. And you've got to be going something to be better than Hilary, let's just say. Now, Sandy, can you keep on saying it as many times as you like, please? It sounds good and it's a good deal. Well, Sandy, just for you, the Gemini Junior is on a fantastic deal this launch party. In fact, it's an out of this world deal. There we go. How fabulous is that? You can get it for £111.50 or $159.50, and it's only for 24 hours, and it's unheard of for us to discount a Gemini or a Junior like that. Don't forget, you get all of the plates that you need in there, you get those amazing dies, and you get that 3D embossing folder. A really good value for money, a workhorse, and will do everything you need in your craft. So definitely for that. Now, don't forget my great big hug to you, which is the foil press. I'm going to be giving that away, so get your comments in. Share, let your friends know that I'm going to be giving something away, and get everybody watching, because that's going to be great, and we're going to do that at the very end of the show. Okay, so there's lots of other comments there, lots of love for what we're doing. And let me just mention, because it's here, I just want to show you quickly. I just have to show you because it's here and there's 20% off. I'm going rogue again. The guillotine, guys, the guillotine, look, it's amazing. So I've got two thickness of 300 GSM here. Look what I'm going to be able to do. Wasn't even a challenge. Straight through. So we've got the big one. Oh, is that the one we're doing? We've got the little one. Hang on, we've got the small one. It's coming in. Here it is. Is this the little one that I've got 20% off? Me little one. Right, so this one is just as good and as powerful as the big one. So you can get extremely, I'm just going to show you. So I want to make sure that this is a nice straight piece of card. So I'm going to be able to, the sound, did you hear it? Oh, and when I pick this up, Matcam is going to come in and I'm going to show you, look how precise my guillotine is, because there's no donkey back leg happening there, folks. It is exactly the same size at the top and the bottom for that tiny little slither that I cut. You get precise, accurate cutting every single time. And you can go up to 3 and 4 layers of 300 GS. I'm going to show you. I've got 2 half-fold cards here, where so this is 4 300 GSM that I'm putting through, and I'm going straight through it. It is such a workhorse, and you've got your scoring tool in here. So if you want to then score yourself a little card, you line it up, you've got your scoring tool. Not only have you cut, but you've scored your card. It really is fantastic. It's exceptional, and you've got 20% off that. So I just thought I'd take a little detour from the plan, seeing as we've got 20% off it. So you can see, definitely get on the website and get that when you fill in your baskets, because it's fantastic. Now, have you heard of the best club in the industry? Club Inspire? You haven't? Here's our Sarah to tell you all about it.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
It really is the blessed and best club in the industry. Club. You can save, you can get so many good deals. It just is phenomenal and it costs you nothing to join, so why would you not? So if you haven't joined, please do join. You heard how Sarah tell you all about it there, and everything that I'm telling you here in terms of a price. If you're in Club Inspire and you have one of our tier memberships, you take your extra 5, 10, 15 and 20% off that, depending on whether you're bronze, silver, gold or platinum. So it is a fantastic way to buy and save. I'm in Club Inspire and I buy a lot. I'm not going to tell you what my level is. Right, okay, because I do buy a lot. Now, this is our next section for you, which is our launch and love selection. Learn, it's our launch and love. We've done love, sorry. Launch and learn. Oh, do you know what we did when we did deal of the day? I feel I need to do now. Launch and learn. I'm getting carried away with it, I know. I need to stop. Oh, falling off my... I got that carried away. I fell off my step. Oh my word. That's going to be a blooper at Christmas, isn't it, Leanne? Stepping back off her step. That's not great. I got very excited. Anyway, Launch and Learn is all about a really good deal on one of our products that we've had for a while, but that we get lots of questions from you, our fabulous viewer and our fabulous customer at home, where you're saying, can you just tell me a little bit more about that product? I need to learn about it. So we thought, you know what, it'd be lovely to have a little segment, and because it's me doing the first launch party ever, wow, we thought we'd have some ink pads. And one of the ink pads that we get the most questions about are our quick dry ink pads. And so I wanted to take some time just to tell you about these and explain why quick dry ink pads are so incredibly useful and important. And the reason I was stepping back off my step, forgetting that my step's there, is because I wanted a little stamping platform. So now I've remembered that the step's there, stepped off it, stepped back on it. It's awful being 5 foot nothing, really. It's a challenge. I'm sure some of you are the same height at home. Now, a quick dry ink pad is exactly what it says on the tin. It's an ink pad that dries quickly. Well, now there's a contradiction in terms, isn't it? Now, why would you need an ink pad that dries quickly? Well, for several different reasons. But the first being for beautiful, vibrant, opaque, solid, non-smudgy, non-bleedy, non-all over the project sentiments. They're not very technical terms, but you know what I mean by that. So I'm going to use a nice bright pink so you can see that. I've used one of my sentiments from the butterfly set of layering stamps. I'm taking my quick dry ink pad, and I just want to tell you about the quick dry ink pad while I'm here. It's a beautiful dense foam. You can see that there. Beautiful dense foam, which allows a lovely flat, smooth application of ink, and it's a dye-based ink in here. It means you get a really nice, non-blotchy application of the ink when you tap it on, and that means when I do my light tapping, and it's light tapping you need, so notice I'm not putting it on and going and squidging it down. I'm just going tap, 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 tap. I'm basically tickling it with light little butterfly kisses. Little tickle, 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 tickle. That's all you're doing with that. So you've got your ink on, because you don't want to over saturate it with ink. But by doing lots of little tickles like that, rather than one big splodge, you don't waste a load of ink around the outside, and you get a beautiful, even coverage of ink all over your stamp. And then when you stamp it down, and you could use an acrylic block, your rocker block, or you can use our stamping platforms as I've got here. When I pick that up, I get a beautiful, like a butterfly sentiment. Could that be any more gorgeous? And look at the tiny little delicate words there, like a butterfly, which can be read very easily. They haven't smudged, they haven't bled, they haven't moved all over the place. And I'm talking to you, but I can do this straight away, and I'm giving that a really, and I'm hoping you can hear that, so you know I'm not pretending to rub it. I'm doing that with my hand, but I'm not touching it. Can you hear? I'm giving that a good rub, and it's not going anywhere. So when you're doing your crafting and you really don't want to risk that smudge or getting a fingerprint somewhere that you don't want, quick dry ink pads are fantastic for that. So not only are they brilliant for your sentiments in that way, I only ever use quick dry for my sentiment stamping. All I would use, even if I'm doing a harmony ink pad or a pigment ink pad card, I use the quick dry because the colours all match perfectly between the three collections to do my sentiments, because I get that level of accuracy without the smudgy. Now, the other thing that they're really good for is layering up several different layers when you've got these amazing layerable stamps. So I've got my big stamping platform here, and I've got my fabulous butterfly stamps, which I'm going to line up. And I haven't got my, I don't know if you've had it in the UK yet, or if, in fact we've even done it in the USA. We've got a new piece of kit coming up soon. Watch this space. You'll see it on launch party. Oh, and it's a good one. Right, so I'm going to line this up. Where am I going to line it up? I'm going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do me nicely. And these stamps, if you've got them at home, have got a little right angle in the corner, which means that you can get them in the same position time and again. And I'm just going to make sure that that lines up on that side there. So that's in a perfect position. So it makes it easy when I come to do the next layer. And I'm going to do, I'm not going to do pink, I'm going to do, let's do a purple or a turquoise butterfly. Should we do turquoise? Let's do the turquoise. So no, that's not the right colour. What's happened there? Here, no, one's missing. That one's, they're not in the right. Oh, somebody's messed up the order. Let's do a purple butterfly. Oh, they're all telling us who it is in my ear. Yes, I'm going to have a word with him. I bet you don't know which crafting guest that is, because it's a him. So I'm using the first colour in my quick dry here now. The quick dry ink pads come in 3 different colours, exactly as your harmony and exactly as your pigment, where the 3 colours work together. So you've got a light, a medium and a dark. So you see I've put my stamp on there, my first layer of my butterfly, and I've inked that up with the lightest colour from the 3 in the purple collection. And then I'm going to stamp this in place, and I'm going to line up my 2 inches line there and stamp this down, and I'll get a lovely light purple first layer of butterfly there. Okay, if you want to do another layer on top you can, but for speed I'm just going to do the second layer. So that now is dry, immediately dry and ready for my second layer of butterfly, which is what the really cool thing about these quick dry ink pads is, because it allows you to be really precise. So I'm coming along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it means you don't smudge all of your good work when you go in with the next layers over the top. So I'm just lining that up there, following along the line where I was, popping that there, coming in with my second colour. So this is now my crushed velvet. The first one was pale fig, and these are the 3 colours that come in the purple range of quick dry. Lots of light tapping, and then I'm going to line this up again where I had it, and I had it on the 2 inches, so that gets that there in the perfect place. Just eyeball it, lovely. Stamp down my second layer from that layering stamp. Look how fabulous that is. It starts to build up the butterfly beautifully. So that's layer 2 done. Layer 1, layer 2, and all of these layering stamps are on our website, so do go and have a look at those. And then I'm going to line this one up in the same place. So I came along 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put my right angle where it goes. Make sure that I line that up in the same place there. Beautiful. My third colour in the purple ink pads, and let's stamp this on. And you know what? I think he's a little monster. He had the darkest colour in the medium colour hole and the medium colour in the darkest colour hole. So this will look a little bit different, but you'll still get the idea. And then we're going to line that up, stamp that down. So So I've got all 3 layers of my butterfly layered up, and you can see how beautiful that looks with those quick dry inks, and very, very easy to do and not at all smudgy. So if you're doing your work where you need to do that, then of course you can. The next thing I like to do with these, and I love to show everybody this, I'm just going to get a little piece so it's quicker to do, because it'll take a little bit longer on a bigger piece, but you can do it on big pieces of card too, is if you are, and let's just cut this butterfly out very quickly with my amazing Crafter's Companion scissors, because I want to show you how this matches in. Look at that, I'm sure they're on the website. I haven't got time to cut that little bit round, so I'm cutting it off. You'll forgive us, I'm sure. And around here, and then around there. And I only want to cut half of it for now, so I can show you what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to take my middle colour of ink pad, which is my crushed velvet, instead of the damson wine. Now, instead of having to buy a lot of cardstock to match the exact colour of cardstock to your project, what you can do is dye it with your quick dry ink by just running your ink pad over. And look how opaque that colour is, how it's really dyed. And I'm going to do it with all 3 colours so you can see the difference. I'm going to do this colour up here, so this is a different colour. So you see, if I was matting and layering and putting another colour on top of there, I've dyed my card to take my perfect matte and layer underneath there. I could do it with the light colour if I wanted to as well. So now I can match my matting and layering for my sentiments or for my little nested toppers in with the exact colours of ink that I've used for the butterfly. And if I just cut this little piece off here, let's pretend this is a sentiment. Look, by popping that on there, you can see, look, how beautiful that is. And the piece of card for the sentiment is going to match the colours you used in your butterfly absolutely perfectly. That's why your quick dry ink pads are so usable and so important. And then if we take that lovely sentiment, let's do a different one. Let's do this sentiment instead. It's this butterfly wishes, and let's stamp this in this medium colour here. So I've got my, is this damson crushed velvet? So do my light tapping and then stamp a sentiment here on this piece, just so you can see. Butterfly wishes, there we go. So you see I can have a sentiment, a piece of matting and layering, and my butterfly all laid and stamped, and they all match perfectly for my project. And I've got beautiful crisp stamping on there in one pass, lovely flat colour that hasn't bled, smudged or gone anywhere, and I can touch it immediately and it's not transferring onto my hands or even smudging across my project. So that's what a quick dry ink pad will do for you. Will dry quickly and give you all of that flexibility when it comes to crafting with your regular stamps at home for layering up a background, for your layering stamps for doing your matting and layering, just for your sentiments, for any project. If I was going to suggest that you get a set of ink pads, the Crafter's Companion ink pads, which would be the first ones to get, my advice, quick dry. Because you open it up, you ink your stamp it down, it works. And just to give you some examples of how fabulous they look when you see them finished, here is some examples using quick dry, which you can see here using our amazing layering stamps. This one, look, layering up each one of those little background stamps has been laid up to see each one of those, so you can just really start to stamp your own pretty backgrounds with those because it dries quickly. Do your little wreath if you wanted to, do your butterflies you've just seen me do here, do your flamingos, stamp them in the background, that's using the black ink pad. Build them up with all of the little flower stamps that you've got at home to create beautiful pretty backgrounds if that's what you want to do. Just do a butterfly in the corner with some clean matting and layering. And here, this card dyed with the first colour, which is the, I'm going to show you here, look, pale fig. Look how that colour is exactly the same. Pale fig dyed those 2 strips of card because we didn't have the perfect colour. So that's what it allows you to do. It allows you to do that really, that smudge-free, beautiful stamping, and also to dye your card and do fantastic vibrant looks like this, or very pastel. And again, look, we didn't have the right colour ink pad. stamped the butterfly, used the ink pads to dye the matte and layer for this one and this one so that the colours match this perfectly, and then your sentiment would be very crisp as well. That is why you need your quick dry ink pads in your stash, because they're just incredibly versatile and very, very usable. Oh, are you having a nice time on launch party now? Are you really enjoying it? Have you got your... I'm remembering what I've been saying. Oh, that's it. Out of this world deal. Have you got that in your basket? If you haven't, please do, because it truly is out of this world. £111.50 or $159 is amazing for that, Gemini. And don't forget, your ink pads are on a launch and learn deal. They're fantastic. We had our launch and love deal before with those fantastic shaped cards, which is that brilliant £95 or $140 that you're coming to. There we go. And don't forget, if you didn't want all of those, you just wanted to pick your two favourites, you can get 2 for $40 or 2 for $50. Just go and pick which 2 die sets you want. And now we're going to have a look at our preview, or are we doing our explore deal? Oh, here it is. We're looking at our explorer deal, right? Oh no, preview deal, I beg your pardon. We've got our preview deal, which was Fiona coming up with the double-sided dies on 31st of January at 12 o'clock. You've seen me use them earlier where we explored using our foil press plates instead of our double-sided plates, and we found out that the foil press plates do not work. So I'm sure that you will get the right plates when our Fiona does her show on the 31st of January. And you've seen that you can cut 4 layers all in one pass through your Gemini Junior and build up a multi-layered topper because of those fabulous patented double-sided dies with Crafter's Companion. Now, here we are with our Explorer deal. I just like doing that. I know it's very sad, isn't it? But here it is. Can you believe it? Here it's coming. Here's our Explorers kit. Oh my word. This is fabulous. I'm so excited about this. Now, it's really busy already. You've found it on the website. Of course you want it. This deal's going to last for a week. Well, it's going to last until Monday evening next week, because you'll get a new Explorers kit on Tuesday at 4 p.m. next week. So what we're encouraging you to do is get this Explorer kit. Get it home, explore, try some things you might not have tried before, have some really lovely crafty fun, reignite your mojo, try something new and different if that's what you want to do, take some photographs of that and share them with us and show us what you've done and made with your Explorer kit. Send them in and we're going to share those pictures with all of our wonderful Crafter's Companion family next week on the Tuesday show. So I'm really excited about this. It's fantastic because it gets you the opportunity to just have a play. So what have you got? We have got this amazing kit for you here, which is our flower foam forming. Try and say flower foam forming quickly, a bit like Peggy Babcock, and it isn't going to work. And live on the telly, not sure you could achieve it. Anyway, what you're getting here is our fabulous ball tools there with the shaping foam, which is fabulous, and our balls are bigger than anybody else's on our ball tools, just so you know, guys, it's a true fact. And then you've got this amazing proprietary to Crafter's Companion foam grindy tool, whatever we call it. It's one of them rubby it's a distress, and what's this? It's a distress tool. That's what that means. Our distress tool, which we made up here at Crafter's Companion because we're awesome. And then you've got these 2 sets of fabulous flower dies. You've got leaves and peonies. We all need a leaf and a peony in our lives. And then you've got this fabulous pack of mixed coloured foam here, where you've got all of the colours you need to do your beautiful flowers. And I think we've got some stamens as well. And I've got these down here for you so you can see some of these beautiful little stamens. So you can also put those into your flowers. Now, it's incredibly, incredibly easy with our... Is my iron on? Yes, it is. I need to turn it up a bit. Do I need to turn it up a bit? I like a bit extra heat on my iron. I'm going rogue. I'm turning it up, guys. Turning it up. Right, turn it up. Right. So I'm going to move this to the, putting this over, I'm putting this down here. We're coming back to that in a minute because we're going to cut some flowers first and then we'll get the iron. And we don't want to leave the iron where I might get my arm on it because if I could, I would. And so that's a nice safety tip for you at home too. Now, what colour foam should we use? What colour foam should we use? Do you know, I like a bit of yellow. I do like yellow. I had yellow and pink roses in my wedding bouquet. And so I'm going to go yellow. I'm doing it. I'm going yellow. We're going to do that. And we're going to do it in a couple of different... So we do a couple of different ones. Let's do a pink one as well. I'm excited about this. Let's do the pink too. So I've got a nice piece of pale pink and a piece of pale lemon. And so I'm going to do a larger lemon and a medium-sized pink flower. Actually, I should probably do the little one too. I want you to see them all. Let's go with a nice mint green or a light. Oh, I'm going, let's go lilac. Oh, we're going to go lilac now. Right, now you can cut several layers in one pass with your flower dies, and you can build up your layers. You can go from 3 to 5 to 6. You can put as many layers in a flower as you like. I would say start with 3, and that's a comfortable amount for you to practice with. But as you get more experienced, you're really going to be able to build up the depth and the warmth and the petaliness, if petaliness is a word, in your flower by putting as many layers as you want. Really, what I'm trying to say is there is no rule. The only rule is the rule that you create for yourself, because that's what you like your flower to look like. And that is the brilliant thing about this Explorer kit. I'm not going to sit here and say, always do this with your foam flowers because that's the way it works. I'm going to say, try as many layers or as few layers as you want. Make a flower that you think looks beautiful and be happy with it and put it on your card. And that is why I really, really love these. Okay, so I've got all my little tools here. So let's get some foam cut out while we're chin wagging here. I'm going to do this one in this colour. So I'm just putting the die first so I get a rough idea of the size of foam I need. And then I'm going to cut another 2 pieces roughly the same size. Now, when you're at home, you can be a little bit more frugal than I am and get that a little bit closer to the size of your die if you want to really make your foam last, so you don't feel like you're wasting it. But, you know, speed is of the essence when we're here. So I'm just going to do that. So I've got that ready. I'm going to do my pale pink one in my littlest one. So let's get 3 layers of this to start. So we've got that one because I want to do a couple of different finishes on it as well, so I can show you that. So that's going to be about that size, and then this one's going to be here about this size. Lovely. Now, while I'm cutting this third one out, let me just tell you about our foam. So Crafter's Companion foam for our foam flowers is not like any other foam that is sold out there in the marketplace. So it is not the same foam as anybody else's. We haven't accessed the same foam. It's possible to. When you're buying things, we didn't, because we wanted to create a foam that made it easier for you to make your flowers. So it is not the same as any other foam out there. We've made it to perform in a more superior fashion. So it's got more stretch and more moldability, and it reacts to heat more efficiently, so you get an easier result with your foam flower. And so many people who've been using foam to make flowers now will only buy Crafter's Companion foam because they're getting a fantastic result. And the lady who we had tested for us has been making foam flowers for many, many years, and now this is her favourite go-to foam for all of the flowers she makes. So you can get that and buy that with confidence and know that you're going to get a really good result. Okay, so it's a thin metal die. So I've got my thin metal die sandwich here. So I'm going to put my 3 flowers on to cut my 3 separate layers. So I'm just going to lay those up on my Junior, which is on a special deal. It's on a special deal in this launch party. Our Gemini Junior is on a out of this world deal at £111.50. Or $159.50, Unheard of, saving 20%. You get all of the plates you need and the dies and the folders in there. Fantastic value for money. And as you can see, all of the different dies that I've been using during the show, I've been using my Gemini and my Gemini Junior. You're just going to get fantastic results. And then this is our Explorers kit that we're looking at right now. So I've used my peony die, and I could have done probably 4 or 5 of those. I've cut 3 layers of my foam very easily with that die. So you can see 1, 2, 3 of the yellow. I will have done the same with this lovely lilac colour. I'll just get those in there. If you haven't got nails, use a little pair of tweezers or a pokey tool to get them. There we go. You just need to get it started and then it comes away. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of those. There we go. And the same with my pale pink here for my Explorers kit. I've got 1, 2, 3 of those. There we go. And we're going to have a look at different ways we can put these together now to make some pretty flowers. So that's my dies to one side. So the first thing we're going to have a look at is just using our sponge and our ball tool and using one of these lovely small flowers now. So I can move my Junior back. I can bring my iron up for you to see how to do that. And I've got my sponge ready here. So what I like to do is just take my piece of foam, plop it against the iron, and you can move it with your ball tool and you'll see it start to move. There we go. See it starting to heat up. Just hold it in place and you see it starts to spring back. Can you see that there? And then now it's formed even. And at that point, with your ball tool, give it a little squidge and then you've got a lovely shaped petal. And then it'll hold its shape like that. That's how quick that is. So we're going to do this again. Hold it in place. So you can see that there. And you can see it moving, can't you? So just hold it in place. There we go. And you can get your tweezers if you want it off. There we are. It's got the nice heat now. Pop it onto your foam. Push it in with your ball tool. Gives it some shape. And there we go. That's layer 2. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. I will need a pokey tool as well. I've got one here. That's lovely. And here we go. There we are. Just pop it on the iron. So you see, I'm not actually touching the iron with my fingers at any point. I can hold it still. I can move the foam around to get that much more warmed. The longer you leave it on, the more it's going to curl because it takes the foam. So the last layer I leave for longer because I want it to curl more. I can then get that off with my tweezers. Pick it up, put it in with my ball tool, push that down. And the longer you leave it with your ball tool, as it cools, the more curl you're going to get. So there we go. So you see I've got more curl on that one there than I had on the previous 2. Can you see that there? I'll have to show you there. And you can do that with your fingers too. You can mould it up. So that starts to look really lovely, doesn't it? Now if I take those 3 layers that I've done, 1, 2, 3, I put them inside of each other. And then just with a little pokey tool, I'm going to use my foam again because I don't want to poke my fingers, and I'm going to get some little stamens. Let's use a nice little cream one. So I'm going to have a couple of these out of here. I'm going to unwrap them. Oh, there's some here already unwrapped. Let's use these. That'll make life easier. So I'm going to use 3 of those. So I've got 3 of the little stamens there. Fold them in half and then make a little pinch. So you've got a nice little, you see how I did a little twist? There, so that will go through a hole. You can see that. Can you see that there? Great. So folded them in half and then did a little pinch and twist. So I've got a nice little point on the end. And then with my pokey tool here, I'm going to go through. Now, you would use some glue and have this flower glued together, guys, but you know, I'm not going to worry about that for now. I just want to show you how they go together. So you see, I've poked a little hole through there. Can you see that inside? Yeah. And then all I'm going to do is thread through my stamens through that little hole that I've just poked in there. Pull it through the other side. You can see there. Pull it through the other side. And now I've got a beautiful little peony that would have cost me a bomb to go and buy on the high street. And how lovely and easy is that to do? You've just seen me do that all live in front of your eyes right now. That's how easy that is, in about 4 minutes apparently. And you'll get I did that slowly. You'll get much quicker at it when you come to do them yourself at home. So that's the first one you could do. Second one, let's go with our lilac. I'm going to use the similar technique actually, because I like you to see what it looks like large and small. So I'm just laying that on there onto the iron. It's on a medium heat, if you're wondering. And the longer you leave it, the more it will shape. And you can just push the petals on there to get a little bit more warmth into them. You can see them puffing up in front of your eyes. And then when it's ready, take it off, pop it onto your foam, pop it into the centre, and then you can shape it. Now, that's that way. Now, the other way you can do, I'm going to show you another way. So this would be the same style as for that flower there. But look how I'm managing to get a really nice little closed bud, if you want a closed bud flower. And you can turn that round there and mould them up. And there's one closed bud that I could put, there we go, that I could put a stamen inside. So I could put that alongside this if I wanted to. And I've got a really lovely little closed bud for my flower. That's just one layer at a time. So I could get 3 of those if I wanted to. That's another way you can do them. The next way is to form it with your fingers. So what I'm going to do here, I just want to show you, is I'm going to put a little bit of heat on. So you don't want a lot of heat on here. Here we go. And so you're going to do that here and then pick that up. And now because it's warm, what I can do is gently stretch these out and give them some further shape. And I'm just pushing the petals in and stretching to give them some form. And what I'm going to get here is a lovely, big, flat flower. And if you do this several times, it's going to keep its shape and it stretches beautifully. And then you can have a lovely kind of water lily, open peony effect. And if you wanted to, you could even lay a little bud inside of there. But, you know, that's your choice. And then what I like to do is then warm this a couple of times. So I'll do that again. So, and look how it flattens. Can you see how it flattens when you put it on? So it's just warming again. You won't lose all of that work because you've stretched the petals. And then when you come to take that off and stretch it again, it's remembered what you did the first time. And then the second time you do it, you can stretch it a little bit further. So you can get that lovely open look to your floral. And it really is gorgeous, especially when you do then this to it. And you get a nice open look to your petals, okay? So that's another way of doing it. And then the final way, I'm just going to do one more of those lovely little buds because I really do like them and I think it's nice for you to see that. I love those little closed bud flowers, they're gorgeous. And your hot glue gun, which will also be on our website, is definitely the best way to go to stick these together. Without a shadow of a doubt. Really, really easy. So you see, I left that on there for a good amount of time while I was talking to you. Now I'm going to remove it, pop it onto my foam, straight in here with my ball tool, push and hold and let it cool down. So while I'm holding it down here in my foam, what I'm doing is letting that foam cool and form a shape, which means my bud is immediately formed. And if I want to then take my lovely little stamens, let's do that while we're talking. Let's get a couple of little stamens from there. Fold them in half, do the little pinch and twist so they're all together, so it makes it easy for you. So pinch and twist so they're into one piece. There we go. Then in the middle of my bud with my pokey tool, poke down into the foam, carefully remove that, take your stamens, you're going to push them inside. It's difficult because my bud's closed up, but what I'm doing is I'm taking my stamens and pushing them into the hole that I've made. Oh, I've lost my little twist. Pushing them into the hole I've made with my pokey tool. Let's do one. Get your twist in, Leanne. Mind, if my husband's watching, he'll be saying, you don't normally have a problem twisting. Different type of twisting, sweetheart. Different type of twisting. There we go, through that little hole. There we are. And then just close that up, your little buds around there. And you've got another beautiful little bud that you can hot glue in place, but you've got your little stamens inside, and then that would go alongside that beautiful little peony we made there. We made another little bud to make an arrangement, and then if we wanted to, we could have a wide open flower. Look how I'm beginning to get a lovely little collection together really quickly, and I've used one set of dies, 3 different sizes, and just a different way of forming them. The final way I want to show you how to form them is with our tool, because the tool is fabulous. And so we've got an amazing little mat here, and then you've got this piece here. What you do is you use your little finger tool there across the ridges of the mat to get it rolling, so you can get some texture on the end of your petals. So a quick warm on here, not a long time, because we just want to warm it up. And then what we're going to do is fold this up into like a little triangle to get all those petals together. There we go. And then you take your little gadget and you distress them. And what that does is roll all of those petals and get you one of those beautiful filigree edge flowers that it would be very difficult to achieve with all the twisting and rolling and blistering on your fingers if you didn't have this tool. It does that for you. So you can see all I'm doing is rubbing it along the edges, and then when I open this flower out now to layer it up, I've got beautiful crinkled distressed petal edges on my flower. And if we do all 3, you'll be able to see what that looks like when we layer it together. So a little bit of heat just to warm it, and then fold it up so you've got all of your petals in one go. You could just pinch it in the middle if you wanted to. See, I'm just folding it so I've got all of the petals in one place. Then I take my little finger piece and I just give it a good rub. I'm just rolling it along the mat. You can do it against or with the grain. You'll get a more subtle effect on the lines of the grain. If you go against the grain, you'll get a more pronounced effect. So it just depends the final result you want for your petals on your flower. You can see that there. Twisting and distressing every one of those petals in your fingers individually will hurt and you will get blisters. Whereas doing it in that way, what you've got is a beautiful distressed full petal. And if we do the third one, oh, that's on the floor, we'll get that later. A little bit of heat there, roll it up in the same way, take your tool, and instead of it taking you 20 minutes to do every single one of these petals individually, where you have to fold and roll in your fingers and get blisters for each one of these individual petals, using this little tool allows you to get that beautiful distressed look very quickly and easily. Then we just open our petals out, and look how robust our form is, because you could see I wasn't being very gentle there. And then we lay all 3 of those up, use your hot glue gun, put some little stamens in. You've got a gorgeous little flowery ruffled feathered flower there with your little pink one, same set of dies, 2 different flowers, and your gorgeous little bud with your stamens in. You can make little posies and use those leaves that come with beautifully, quickly and easily. So get your Explore kit, because it's on fantastic value for money. You've got it for £38.50 or $43.50. Really good value for money. Look, with one die, what I've been able to do there. You've also got your leaf dies. You've got a massive packet of foam. Massive, loads of foam in there, loads of different colours. And you've got that tool. And you've got your ball tools. And you've got your stamens, and you're going to be able to make amazing foam flowers. Now, I know there's been a few questions coming through as we've been looking at that fantastic deal there for your £38.50 or your $43.50, and you're all asking, can you use your foil press for the heat? I always say no, please don't do that. Your foil press is a different kind of heat, and you don't want to use your foil press as you need with a little craft iron. You don't need a big home iron for this. Just get one of those little craft irons, have that plugged in at the side, but don't use your foil press and leave that just heated and plugged in when you're not foiling with it. That's always advice that I ask you not to do, so don't do that with your flowers. Just you can get them for a tenner. Just get yourself a little craft iron and heat your foam with that. Don't use your foil press for it. Speaking of foil presses, I'm giving one away in a minute at the end of this show, because it's Crafty Hug Day today. Get your comments in, and I'm going to be picking somebody to give that away to. This is what we've been looking at, this fabulous launch party. we've got and had our out of this world deal, which is £111.50 or $159.50. It's valid for 24 hours. So please get that in your basket. You've seen me using our Gemini Junior through lots and lots of demonstrations through this fabulous launch party. You can see what a workhorse it is, what fabulous results you get with it, and how it's so versatile. Definitely the machine that you need if you're a crafter. Then we've seen our launch and love deal. Oh, I just love doing that. I know I'm probably getting on your nerves, I'm sorry, but that was amazing. That was our fabulous shaped card dies. So you can see me do the shirt, how easy that was. You see me cut the teapot. You can get all of those, the cupcake, the dress, the shirt, the bottle, the beer, the champagne, the teapot, the cupcake, have I said that? You get all of those and the matching stamps for £95, nearly 40% off. It says 30% on your screen, because it's at least 30%. It's actually 37%, which is nearer 40 in my book. So that's your saving, or $140. If you don't want that and you just want to pick your two favourites, as we said before, maybe the jacket and the dress for weddings, you get two for $40 or two for $50. Pop along the website, you're going to be able to see that. Then we had our launch and learn deal, which was our fabulous quick dry ink pads, where I was able to show you why you need these in your stash. They really are fabulous. You've got those for $4.99 or $6.95. You can get 5 of those for the price of 4. That is a really good deal. So just pick your 5 favourite colours and you're going to only pay for 4 of them. Then we've seen our fabulous preview, which is going to be with our Fiona on the 31st of January at 12 noon with these amazing new double-sided layer topper dies, and these are fantastic. And you've seen me at the beginning of this launch party show scratch my head in true chimpanzee fashion, wondering what was going on, and we had the wrong plates, didn't we? We had the foil press plates in there because of the same colour. So when you're going to use your double-sided dies, make sure that you buy those double-sided conversion plates. They're screen printed on there, so you know they're the correct plates. Don't use your foil press plates mistakenly, because it won't work. As you've seen, you need your double-sided die plates in there and they will work fantastically. So wow, we're going to give away my foil press now. Now I've got one of those fabulous kind of bingo machines where we're going to scroll through all of the names and find the lucky person who's going to get a Crafty Hug Day foil press present from me. And that person is Sarah Holland. Sarah, well done and congratulations to you. Please do email into prizes@crafterscompanion.com and one of our crafty present people will communicate with you and get that present sent out to you when you send us your address. Congratulations, and please accept that crafty hug of a foil press from me on National Hug Day today, and I hope you love it. Thank you so much everybody for joining us. Thank you for watching this first ever launch party. It's been an absolute privilege for me to be here with you and take you through all of these fantastic things that we've had to show. Don't forget, launch party will be here with you, destination hour, every Tuesday at 4 p.m, where we will be showing you previews of brand new things coming up. We'll be doing you a deal of the, what is it, a deal of the day? What? It's an out. Honestly, I think I need to go to bed. I've had so much fun. Our out of this world deal. How can I forget that? It's so fantastic. Oh my word. It's because it's a 24-hour deal. Don't forget that we're going to have those every Tuesday. We're going to have our launch and love. We're going to have our launch and learn. And we're going to have our Explorers kit every week on a Tuesday. That's a weekly deal. And that's where you're going to get it. It's something you might not have tried before. You might have been a bit nervous about it. We're going to curate a little collection for you so you can have an explore of something new and exciting. Get it home, craft with it, explore with it, then take some pictures, send them in, and every launch party every week on a Tuesday we're going to share some of them pictures with all of our crafty friends out there in the Crafters Companion family. Thank you very much. It's been an amazing time. I've absolutely loved it. I hope I get the chance to do one of these launch parties with you again. Whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, wherever you are in the world, have an amazing time. Lots of crafty love to you. Bye.